another walk and another episode of Toby Every Day. I'm not sure what the date is. I believe it's the 5th of August 2020, and I think this is episode 4. It could be episode 5, I'm not sure, but again the camera is on a tilt, which is already irritating me because the auto calibrate doesn't seem to do a very good job. But yeah, the sky is kind of cloudy today, so let's go and check out the sheep first. So they go on down here while the light is bright, and see if we can find the sheep. Oh, excuse me, I've got my food is repeating on me today, so I'm just gonna try and sort this camera out because this is really bugging me. Whoops. Okay. Hi Michelle, thanks for joining. Sorry, we've got camera issues here. Okay, right, hopefully that's sorted the camera and it's not so wonky. But yeah, we're going to first start by going to the sheep area. Let's go this way. It is very windy today, so I apologise in advance, guys, but you may have to put up with some shocking audio. Oh look, the sheep are here. They're not as close as I want them to be, like they could be in the field right up next to me, but they are here, along with the tractor, where the tractor lives. But yeah, I thought we'd start by coming here just to give the route a little bit of variety, and also just because it's going to be as bright as it's going to get, because it's only going to get darker from here. So I thought I'd just show you guys this bit. But the plan for today, we're going to do a reverse of the route that we discovered on the last not last night, where we did the night walk and had to turn around. We abandoned that quest, only took about half an hour, but we're going to go down to the barn and then keep walking beyond the barn up onto the road behind it, go left, and then we'll end up at the crossroads and then head out. But yeah, I also have my Fitbit with me today. I've only just put it on, so it's but I'm curious to see how many steps these walks take, because what I'm hoping to do is I think the only time I measured it before was when I went to the crossroads, and I think I went down to the barn and then walked back up to the road again, which wasn't a big route, but I did about 5,400 steps. So I'm hoping that by doing this extra route it might even be 6,500 or possibly even 7,000. Found it back. Yes, I did. So yeah, here is the other end. So this is the fallen in barn that we've looked at before, or the fallen in shed. But yeah, I'm gonna go see if we can squeeze in through here. Ooh, there we go. And we're gonna look around and see what else we can see in this area. There's another kind of garagey place. Oh look, there's a boat in the back. How about that? But yeah, this is all like, this looks like old-timey stuff. But what I wanted to show you was this. This is my neighbours, but we're allowed to basically come here whenever we want and help ourselves. But this is an allotment, so this is where he grows lots of vegetables. There's a back garden through there. But yeah, there's lots of vegetables he's growing. There's a sunflower. But yeah, there's onions. I don't know what those are. Strawberries, maybe? Tomatoes? I don't know. But yeah, he basically has told my mum, you can come up here and help yourself to whatever you want. so I personally don't come to these areas. This is more for the folks in the neighbourhood. But yeah, this is where we grow our own vegetables and whatnot. Check it out. We now have 2 viewers, so welcome to the show. If you're not familiar with it, this is the Toby Everyday, which is a show where I take my phone basically out for a walk, mounted to a gimbal, in an effort to get a bit healthier, lose some weight, and in 2022 I will be challenging all my viewers to join me on a walk up to the top of Mount Fuji in Japan. At the moment I'm not in the greatest state of health, so it's humble beginnings right now. So if you're new to the show, you are definitely in for seeing things at the ground floor, as it were. So there's the church. That's where we normally start our adventure, and this is where I've just come from, which is where the sheep are. But now we're back onto a familiar territory. Now I can tell you this, I already feel a pain in my foot, which feels kind of like it's bruised or something. So at some point I may have to stop and turn around, or even worse, call my mother and ask her to come and drive and pick me up. Although she's lost her phone, because that's what she does all the friggin' time. So that may not even be possible. But yeah, I'm sure you guys will be there to keep me company if I do fall over or something untoward happens to me. So yeah, welcome to the show. As we start our hike, we've got a little bonus footage at the beginning there. Again, I calibrated the gimbal, and the camera still is looking like it's slightly wonky, so I apologise for that, folks. Hopefully things will straighten up. No, it still looks like it's sloping. Oh well, we're gonna have to make do. I will never get this thing perfect. But yeah, this is the sleepy village of Charleston. Here the ongoing repair work on the waterworks is happening. Here you can see they've put the top on now. This was in pieces the other day when we saw it last. The headstone wasn't on there. But yeah, it's almost finished now. Let's keep walking. Right. So yeah, weather is very grey and cloudy. Hopefully we'll have brighter days tomorrow, but for now it's going to affect the light a little bit. As always, the camera is a lot brighter than what you're seeing on screen. I think this is my neighbour, I'm not sure. Oh, it is. Hello. That was Andrea. She lives at number 3. This is the reading room. But yeah, I would say that the weather at the moment, being cloudy as it is, what you're seeing on the screen is actually not as different as how it seems to me now. I will change of course when it starts to get darker, as we discovered last night. When it's really cloudy and it's dark out, this place becomes dangerous. So I do have the flashlight with me, so hopefully we won't get into any traffic collisions. I'm almost already regretting wearing my hoodie. I think when we get around the corner I'm going to stop, take my hoodie off and put it in my rucksack, just because I'm already overheating. It's great for defending against the wind, but not a lot else. Even though it's windy, it should be cold. It looks like it should be cold, but it isn't. So let's mount you guys down here for a sec. There we go. Angle this up a little bit. There we go. So now you can see me. Just want to take my shirt off. It's been so long since I've used this bag properly that it has a combination lock on it, because I bought it for putting my laptop in, and actually forgot what the code for it was the other day, which was quite frustrating. But I managed to get it open. I won't give you that number on here, although I may have to message a couple of the viewers who I know personally and trust and say, this is my combination for my bag, please do not lose it, please tell me if I get stuck on the air and I don't know how to open my bag. Let's lower this a little bit so you can see what's behind me. It's just the farm and the garage. So yeah, I haven't really got a topic of discussion for today. I don't know if there's anything you guys want to talk about in particular. Oh, I swear I'm going to get my man boobs out of the way in a second. There we go. Right, let's get this show back on the road. So yeah, I'm wearing a t-shirt. As you can see, I'm still quite tubby, although I do feel like I've lost some weight already. I feel like I'm a little bit slimmer. At least when I look in the mirror, things look a little bit more flatter, which is good. And Michelle the other day sent me some pictures from when him and our friend Jeff came over a couple of years ago. And I couldn't believe how huge I was. So I think I've definitely lost a lot of weight since then. Last time I checked, last time I did a weigh-in, oh, there goes a squirrel. Last time I did a weigh-in, I lost about 18 kilos since I started this. And then obviously with the depression and stuff, I still have kept to fasting for 16 hours and then eating for only 8 hours. And I've still made sure that what I am eating is good food. But I still feel like I haven't been strict with myself. I've still almost sabotaged myself by eating, 2 yogurts instead of 1, or eating 2 fish fillets instead of 1. So yeah, I need to stop that. So hopefully when I get this new job, if I get this new job, I still haven't heard anything yet, I will start to eat carefully again and get back on that horse, because I was doing quite well with it. Alright, we're going to flip this around as we get to the hill, because no one wants to see me huffing and puffing. There's the entrance. Now if we were to take that entrance, I might be able to handle it because I've got trousers on today, not shorts. But I doubt I'll be doing that anytime soon, because that ground was so treacherous. It was just uneven, lumpy, riddled with holes. I twisted both my ankles. Now because the camera's wonky, that looks like it's a really slopey thing. However, I've just nudged the camera slightly. I'm hoping that, okay, that makes it go that way. That's not good. Nudge the camera back. Okay. I apologise, folks, for the gimbal issues I'm having today. I really don't know why I can never get this thing to stay perfectly level. I hate when it looks slightly skewed. But what can you do? Okay, it really looks like it's shuffling about. What I'm going to do is I'm going to switch off the gimbal, and then I'm going to try and rebalance it by hand. So bear with me. If anyone wanders into the chat and says what on earth is going on, please, Michelle or whoever my one viewer is, please help explain the sitch. Okay, is that straight? Can't tell. Okay, I guess that's better. And then this. Okay, so that's quite good. Right. So that looks balanced. Let's switch you guys back on. There we go. Now we look at the slopey horizon. That is much better. We have recalibrated our gimbal. Fantastic. That's how we do here on Toby Everyday. You guys are literally tech support as it happens. Let's just do a quick check on steps. So we've done over 1,000 already. So that's not bad. So as you can see over there, the sun is setting, giving some of these clouds a slightly orange or beige tint. And at the top of the hill, it looks like there's actually a break in the cloud, which could be good. I started season 8 of The Walking Dead today. I'm still not finished the first episode of it. I had to pause for dinner and then I realised the time and left to come out and do this. So I'm going to finish that tonight. But the season 7 finale was great. When season 7 started, you meet, minor spoilers, you meet the character King Ezekiel, who has a tiger. And I remember when the show was airing, at the time people were complaining, they're like, oh, you show this awesome king character who has a pet tiger, and then he disappears. Well, boy, oh boy, did that tiger come back in great fashion in season 7 finale. I was really hyped by the end of it. But now I'm noticing there's a bit of a change and a shift in tone about what The Walking Dead is. It started off as a kind of a survival horror show, and for the first 3 seasons that's pretty much what it was. Then at the beginning of season 4 up until the end of season 6, it sort of shifted into a series of people getting separated and then coming back together again, and basically forming long-lasting bonds between the principal cast members. But then now I've finished season 7 and we're heading into season 8. Knowing the comic books, it's building towards the all-out war arc, where different survivor communities are joining forces with the main heroes to take down the survivors, the saviors, which are basically an army of bullies. And now the show is feeling huge. There's a magnificent cast of characters, there's multiple locations, and it's now less about the zombies and more about the real danger of the world, which is humans. Basically, the world goes to hell, you are facing not just zombies, but also the worst of humanity as well, which makes for an interesting show. I feel the show got a little bit slow, if you can excuse the pun about a television show about zombies, but yeah, things are definitely picking up now. But I have 2 viewers. I did notice there were 3 a moment ago, so welcome to the show. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate any support for the channel. Hey, Paul is in the house. Thanks for joining, Paul. Welcome back. I apologise for the wind, but we've just left the village, so please expect bad audio. But we're going to go on an adventure. Because we've still got some daylight. Nice scenery, thank you very much. Yeah, we're going to walk down this single lane road. This is the rear road out of my village. There's one road in and one road out, and it's all the same road. It's just that when it gets to here, it's single lane. But in a minute, we're going to take a right and head down to the barn. We'll have a look around there for zombies and God knows what else, all kinds of unimaginable horrors. And then we're going to walk past the barn and head out towards one of the main roads, and then we'll double back. We'll go visit the sweet corn farm. Oh yeah, I'll flip the camera back onto myself for a bit. Hey Paul, thanks for joining. I'm exhausted already. I don't know why, but I feel like I've eaten a crazy amount of food, and I didn't. It was just literally just some pasta with chopped tomatoes and fried onions thrown over it with some grated cheese. It wasn't spectacular, but I feel full, so that makes me heavy and sluggish. But yeah, this is the world around me. Welcome to the British countryside. We walk this every day. I try to do it around 8 p.m. every night, and normally the show goes for about 90 minutes, sometimes shorter, sometimes longer. But yeah, I'm hoping this is the first time I do this route knowing where I'm going. It's kind of the mirror mode of the route we discovered the other day, so I'm hoping that it will probably take about an hour and 20 minutes. That's my speculation. I'm just going to do a quick step count. 1,500 steps already. Joining you now on a walk. Oh, so I think Michel has now got his shoes on and is heading out as well, which is great. I'm really looking forward to, once all this COVID nonsense is over, is to take the gimbal, take my phone, and take myself to wherever you guys are, and then we can go for a walk and just explore where you guys live and talk nonsense like I do to myself. What is holding my camera up? Do you know what I'll do? I will try and detach. No, I shouldn't. I can't detach the gimbal because I had to actually stop and adjust it to do that. But yeah, basically I can move it around, and it kind of gives you this floaty. It basically stops the camera from flying all over the place. It lets you have all these nice smooth shots, but it's called a gimbal. It's from the same company that make my drone, called DJI. The drone I have is called a Mavic, and I can't remember what this is called. It's something like an OS 3 or something, DJI OS 3. But yeah, it costs. I got the premium kit, so it comes with a charging cable and a carry case and all that good stuff. But you can buy it without one for about 20 quid less. And it costs about 80 quid, 75 quid maybe, for the standard one, and about 90 to 100 for the premium kit. So, and yeah, I ordered it on Amazon, and I ordered it with partial payment, so basically broke it down into payments of about £9 a month for the next 10 months or something. So yeah, it was very good, because the very first time I tried to do this show, I did it all completely handheld, and I watched the footage back and it was terrifying. It was just absolutely shaky. You couldn't see what was going on. I was trying to be smooth and make all my movements carefully. And nothing was working as I'd expected it to. So I think that this is a really nice way to get it done. Wow, look at that, with the sun breaking through the grey clouds over there. It looks almost pink and orange, and beautiful sky. But we're heading towards the ugly greyness over here, and along this hedge line here that's going up over to the horizon. That's where the road is, that's where we're going. So yeah, I don't know if you saw the video, Paul, but today I was hanging out on the Line Live sessions with the Kisby youth members. The Kisby members haven't returned yet. Obviously with Hina passing away, it's still a very open wound for them all. So they've been advised, and the fans are also advising them just to not rush back, because they know that as soon as they're going to come back, everyone is going to give them this big outpouring of sympathy, and I think that's going to just open the wound again. So but the Kisby youth members, which is their younger trainee division, where basically if Kisby has a big show, the Kisby youth members will open the show for them, kind of a warm-up act, and they'll perform all the Kisby songs that have kind of been retired. So the more young, joyful, childish sounding tracks. Then Kisby come on stage and do their thing. So the Kisby youth members, they've come back on, and Serena, who's an amazing dancer. For those of you who don't know, Paul and I are massive fans of a young lady called Riho Sayashi, Riho Metal. She's former queen of Japanese idol group Morning Musume, and was arguably the most amazing Avenger they've ever had. Although, no disrespect to Kano or to Momoko, like I love them all equally, but Riho has a very special place in the heart of mine and Paul's as well. And Serena is kind of the Riho of the Kisby youth division, in that she is a choreography fanaticist. First and foremost, her dancing is incredible. She teaches dancing to children, and on her Instagram she's posting lots of crazy good videos of her doing like urban dance and the kind of thing that you don't really see Japanese dancers doing, but she also does ballet and stage dance and everything. So right, here we are at the barn. I'm gonna put you up on this wall over here, flip the camera around, and then take a drink. But yeah, so Serena was doing a Line Life broadcast, and right, let's just get you guys set up. So there you go, flip the camera, angle you down, there we go, now you can see me. Yeah, so Serena was doing Line Life, and I came on and I just said, hey, konbanwa, which is good evening. And she said, oh, good evening, Toby. And she started singing Gimme Chocolate by Baby Metal, which has created all kinds of crazy conspiracies now amongst the fans, because they're like, how does she know you like Baby Metal when you're a fan and she's not supposed to have a personal relationship with you? I have no problem with her stalking my profile. A lot of the other members do it as well. I'm the only foreign fan at the moment, so they're very curious about me. But I just thought it was awesome that she recognised that I was into Baby Metal, and more than that, was happy to go in to do one of their songs. So yeah, there's the 37-second clip of that on my Twitter now. And I shared that to Paul's Baby Metal Discord server, and I think I put it on the Baby Metal podcast server as well, just for anyone who wants to see it really. Right, there we go. I am now refreshed. I don't know how much of that you were able to hear, it's pretty windy. Ooh, controversial, yes. Paul knows what's up. Right, so let's take you down. I'll give you, because Paul hasn't been to the barn yet, so let's just recenter this, flip the camera, boom, there we go. So yeah, this is the old barn. Up in the rafters here every year, they have barn owls, and they nest up, I don't know if you can see it because the light's pretty bad, but up in these nooks there's nests, and specialists come and they catalogue the babies and basically do like all that good stuff where they're looking after the nature. But all of this stuff is all Texas Chainsaw Massacre ancient farmyard shit that frankly looks quite terrifying. Got feeding troughs here for wild animals. So yeah, that's the barn. But yeah, what I used to do was come down and visit the barn, and then I'd walk back up the trail and keep walking to the crossroads over there. But we're not going to do that. We're going to go a new route, which is to follow the path up here and make our way to the road out towards Stowe House, which is a huge stately home. There was a comedy horror movie starring Nick Frost and Simon Pegg, the guys from Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz, and it was called Slaughterhouse Rules. and that was filmed at Stowe House. So that's so Stowe House is kind of my neighbours. Let's have a little look in here. You can't really see much inside the barn, and as you can see, it's overgrown. Oh wait, looks like someone was here quite recently actually, and have trampled on through. But yeah, there's the old barn. There's a lot of droppings there, so I wonder if it's actually up there that the barn owls are living as well. I don't know. Whose land is it? Do I know? So I don't know whose land this is, but all the village is owned by my landlord. It's all been in his family for about 400 years. So it wouldn't surprise me if this land is owned by him as well. But yeah, basically all the people in the village are allowed to traipse around and just do whatever they want to do. It's not like I'm damaging anything, and it's not like there's barriers to stop me from doing it, or signs anywhere to tell me, no, you're not allowed in here. But I do worry about that kind of thing. If you go to the YouTube channel and look at the archive of previous recordings, or indeed I think the video is still live on Twitch. I think the videos last for 14 days on Twitch before they're removed automatically. The video that is called Season 2 Episode 1, the best episode ever, it kind of ended when I staggered onto a farm and immediately became terrorised because I saw what appeared to be the silhouette of someone standing in their window with their hands on their hips looking at me. And Tiggerable, who was in the chat yesterday, fortunately she was right on her computer watching the show, and she quickly pulled up Google Maps and was able to navigate me away from danger. But it turns out that apparently that place does quad biking adventures, and I told my mum about it, and she said that she knows the guy who actually owns that farm and said he's a really sweet guy. Hey, Tiggerable has joined us. Hey, Tiggerable. So I'm going to go back to that place, or I'm going to at least write them a letter or give them a call and say, hi, I do this show where I walk through fields and stuff, and I found your field, and I'd very much like to come through here. Would it be okay if I plug the venue, you know, your quad biking business? And I'm sure that they'll have no problem with it whatsoever. Right, let's have a look where we are, just to show Tiggerable. So there you go, we just left the barn, and I am feeling the beginnings of rain. The sky is pretty thick with cloud right now. Oh, I forgot that this was a hill, and not only is this a hill, again the terrain is quite bumpy. In Ireland, if you were randomly walking around people's lands and barns, you would seem suspicious and people would question you. Yes, that has actually been a concern of mine. I heard a very long time ago that apparently in the UK, farmers are legally allowed to shoot you if you go on their land. Tiggerable fortunately put that myth to rest, and it isn't true. But I am very cautious. If I ever see anyone, I point the camera on me, I say hello to them, and they always seem curious about what I'm doing. But they don't really understand. They're all elderly people that live around here. So, sorry, I'm out of breath. So yeah, so they don't really ask too many questions. I think the most famous encounter so far was there was a couple who were walking their dog, and I said, hi, I'm doing an internet broadcast right now on my phone. Can I shoot your dog? And then as I said it, I immediately heard what I said and said, I mean, shoot it with my camera, not with a gun. And they just laughed at me. So yeah, that was a fond memory of exploring the area. Neighbours are always nice peeps. But yeah, I don't want to be lazy. I want to be kind of concerned and always on guard for anyone who thinks I might be causing trouble, because that's not what I'm here for. I just want to show you guys the world around me. Oh, Okay, we have 4 viewers. That's a really high viewership for the show, so thank you everyone for joining me. I really appreciate it. I hope you're enjoying this walk through the countryside as I gasp for breath, because I am overweight and I am unhealthy, but things will only get better. The more I walk, the more I talk, the more I concentrate on my breathing, the healthier I'll get. So yeah, now we drop down to 3 viewers, so I don't need to continue the sales pitch. Oh, these are ruining my ankles. The ground is starting to level out now. I think we've overcome the worst of the hill. But yeah, as I said at the top of the show, I don't really have a topic for today. Just if there's anything you want me to talk about in particular, feel free to shout it out in the chat. Let me know what you want me to talk about, or if there's anything you want to talk about. Do you want some advice on anything? More than happy to talk about stuff, especially because it's you guys. You know, you guys are helping me out big time by tuning in every day and watching the show and supporting the show. So if there's anything I can talk about that will help you out, then that just is icing on the very sweet cake that I already get to eat. Right, we've made it back to the road. I think I hear a car approaching, but we're gonna go have a little snoop at the corn, sweet corn. And here comes the car. I think he's gonna be scared shitless when he sees me emerging. There's a giant Land Rover. But yeah, we made it onto the road. Someone in the chat, can you tell me how bad the audio is, just because of this wind? Like, I apologise. So yeah, here we are again. This is the sweet corn field. Apparently the quad biking area, they do sweet corn as well. Oh, we've spiked up to 5 viewers. Fantastic, thanks guys. So yeah, I believe Paul's saying it's not bad. That's fantastic. So yeah, I think that this land may actually belong to the sweet corn farmers, but that's unprovable right now. This is one of 2 tyres that is just abandoned. Like, we discovered this the other day, and later on you'll discover the wheel that has been the star of the show for the last couple of months. We did give it a name. I can't remember what that name was. It might have been Wheelie Wheelerton or something. If anyone can remember what we called the wheel, then let me know. But yeah, let's do a quick check on our steps. So far we've done 2,623 on this route, which is good because I think we're only halfway there. So right, I'm going to switch on the light in my hand. So I have the flashlight that I had yesterday. This is full beam, this is medium beam, and this is for basically caution. And basically it has a magnet on the bottom, and you can stick this onto the side of your car and yeah, basically flag down help or make people know that you're there. So I basically will be switching this on, holding it in my hand like this, and then anyone who comes, I just wave it and then they know that I'm here. Because I don't have high visibility gear, I am wearing some bright, well, at least the bottom half of what I'm wearing is bright. I did have a bright hoodie as well, but I took that off quite quickly because I was overheating, and I'm really glad I did because I'm starting to sweat like crazy, which is gross. This is what I like to think of as the Walking Dead woods, because basically 90% of the show is filmed on roads that look like this. Okay, there's a car coming, so I'm just waving this behind me, and hopefully they won't run me over. It's probably one of the farmers coming home. So yeah, in The Walking Dead, basically you'd see zombies shuffling through there. Our heroes would be walking down the road and try not to get eaten. Right, there we go. Kelpond Corpse, or Copse. That's the name of this woodland here. I haven't found a way in yet, so we can't really explore it. I suppose what I could do is, am I brave or not? Hey viewers, can you give me a time check? Can you tell me what the time in the UK is and how long we've been broadcasting for, please? Driving quite fast, yeah, definitely. That's why I don't want to really walk on the main roads. Where I live, that's one lane road, so I feel safe, but this is quite a pass through. Okay, we've been going 40 minutes, so I'm guessing the time is almost 8 o'clock, almost 9 o'clock, which means we've got about another half hour or so of bright light. What I was thinking of doing was going down to the woods. 8:46, perfect, okay. Yeah, I was thinking of going down to the woods where I went on the crazy episode and just having a look. Do you hear that? It's just the sound of crows going crazy just then. Yeah, I was going to go down and have a look at the car, the abandoned car that was mysteriously just sitting there in the middle of the forest. Half an hour of daylight doesn't seem much, no. And basically to get down there and back, that's going to take half an hour, so it might not be worth it. I think what we'll do then tomorrow is we'll do the abandoned car route. So but we'll go the opposite way. So we'll basically go over the fence when we come to the gate at the top of the village. Walk up and down those hills. That was the final bit of the walk on the long episode, and then we'll take a right and go straight to the car, then walk through the forest, and we'll come back out on the road where we are now, but walking in the opposite direction from where we are now. Here's an entrance into the woods. There we go. Yeah, also my level of fitness is not fantastic. I'm still feeling quite a lot of discomfort and pain in my left foot, although it is easing up now that I'm walking on solid tarmac. So yeah, I don't want to push it, basically. I don't want to not be able to walk. Okay, I can turn this light off now. I don't hear anything. Gosh. So yeah, back into a bit of daylight now that the canopy of this wooded tunnel is gone. Do the balls of my feet get sore or hot from friction? I think so. The balls of your feet, is that where your toes connect to your foot? Because if that's the case, then that is where the pain is on my left foot at the moment. It feels like it's bruised, which it isn't. It just feels like it is. So that's why putting pressure on it is. Paul says yes. So yeah, it's the left ball of my foot, kind of in the middle of the ball of my foot. It's not the worst feeling I've had in my foot. I sometimes have it. Oh my goodness, the wind is really getting crazy now. There's a condition called plantar fasciitis or something. There's a car coming behind me. But yeah, that is it kills me. It means I can't walk, basically. It always is in my right foot, and it feels like my entire right foot is completely bruised up, and I just can't walk on it. So yeah, that sucks. But this is just about bearable. But one of the reasons why I want to do all this walking is to lose the weight, so there's less impact on my feet, and also get my feet used to long distance walking, because whenever the hell I get to Japan, all I'm going to be doing is walking, and I'll be live streaming all of those walks as well. So we're going to set you guys down. We're here at the crossroads, the famous finish line. So Paul, because you weren't around for the beginning of the show, this place here, Shalstone, that's down this road here. That's where I live. So what I used to do was I used to just walk up this road and then have a drink and then walk back again. But yeah, this is now kind of the old finish line. Now I'm pushing out further and stuff, so I'm going to set you guys down here with the nice view, and I'm going to get a drink, so I apologise for the noise that this is going to make because of the wind. But there you go. Just realised I've opened completely the wrong compartment of my bag, and now everything is falling out. So let's put that back. Sorry. Why won't you connect? There we go. Right, let's open the pocket with the water. Right. There we go. Let's get you guys home. The wind was picking up then, so I thought maybe the camera was going to blow over there. But yeah, it's, oh, we have 4 viewers. Hi everyone, thanks for joining me. So yeah, we're going to now walk back to my village. That way is where the forest with the abandoned car is. We're going to go there on tomorrow's show. Back that way is where we came, and this way where we're going now is where I live, and that's also where the entrance to the barn where we just walked, where I turned for that barn. So we're now going to walk back and we're going to check out some nice scenery on the way. So yeah, thanks for sticking with me guys. Safety first, look both ways. All 0 cars are not on the way, so we're okay. It's weird, like these roads rarely get used, and yet whenever I come up here and start live streaming, suddenly it becomes Times Square and there's just cars everywhere. But this is like a really quiet part of England where no one should be driving their car after dark anyway, so what on earth are these people doing? That's what I want to know. So yeah, in here, this is the woods with the abandoned car. We're going to go there tomorrow. This is the cell phone tower, which early viewers to the show almost immediately dubbed the conspiracy theory 5G tower. Not that I'm here to prove or deny that such things are real, but as I said yesterday or the day before, I do enjoy the episode quite some bit. Right, let's keep walking. Hello to the 5 viewers watching right now. Feel free to drop something in the chat if you've got anything you want me to talk about. Like Paul right now, Suzuka Uemoa, he's saying, have I listened to Nisi, hang on, let me see that, Niziu yet? I have not, but I know, didn't you tweet about them a few weeks back saying that they were your favourite new thing at the time? I can't remember, but I remember seeing someone talking about them, and I've got to believe it. Yes, the wind is strong now because, as you can see, I'm just in like open air, whereas before I was surrounded by trees. So yeah, the wind on this stretch of road unfortunately is really bad, and I haven't got the money at the moment to invest in a separate mic. If I stand still, look how quickly these clouds are moving. Should give you a bit of indication of how strong the wind is. Let's check back with the group. Paul is saying yes, us, who was the person who tweeted about them. They are a new J-pop group. Oh great, okay. You know Amanda, the baby metal fan with the oh wow, there's deer. Oh guys, there's deer. They're just here. I don't know if you can see that. He's just gone in the back into the forest. Wow, so there's actually deer that live in this forest. That was amazing. I saw one of them dart into it and I thought, oh, there's movement, and I looked and then suddenly there's another head. Wow, okay, now I'm really glad we didn't go in there, so I don't want to disturb any wildlife, especially friendly ones. In Japan, must be deer pond corpse then, yes. That's where they live. In Japan, deer are deemed to be messengers from God. And there's a couple of locations, the island that's near Hiroshima. In fact, no, I think it is even Hiroshima. Paul will be able to confirm this because he's been to Hiroshima a couple of times. There's deer that are just hanging out on the sidewalk or in the streets or in the parks, and they feed them. You can buy little cookies and give them to you, and the deer have learned that they can bow, so the deer will bow to you and you can give them cookies. This is especially prevalent at Nara Park, which I believe is in Nagoya, which is Moa town. That's where Moa from Baby Metal came from. So yeah, deer are a sacred animal to Japanese folk. So, sorry, I'm just catching up on the chat. Yeah, Paul's confirming it's Nara. Did you ever see any in Hiroshima when you were there? I think they're on, what's the name of the island with the that beautiful temple and the Torii Gate that's out in the ocean? It's just over the water from Hiroshima, but I believe that's where they have deer as well. But anyways, what was I talking about before I saw the deer? Oh yeah, Niziu. Miyajima Island, thank you, that's the place I was thinking of. Miyajima, I can never remember it. I think of Miyajima. That's a very famous battleground of World War II. Which is not quite as nice. I'm really sorry about the wind, guys. There's nothing I can do about this. It's either I don't broadcast or you put up with it. But yeah, tomorrow when we go see the abandoned car, we'll be coming out of the woods around here, and we're going to be walking along the bottom of this field here, walking all the way along here, and then we'll be coming back out on the road over there. I'll show you where when we get there. So yeah, Niziu, I'm going to check them out. Is there a gimmick, Paul? Is it a group that has like a vibe or an effort to make them stand out from the crowd, or are they just bubblegum pop, which we all love to enjoy? I think we've walked past the other wheel that I was talking about earlier, sorry about that. I'll keep an eye out. The problem is that all this grass has grown up in recent weeks, so I can't really see things anymore like they used to just pop on the screen, but it's been a while. I'll tell you what's popping now, these horse apples that are all over the street. Gosh, either that or we've got a real big rabbit problem. I'm not deliberately trying to film them, it's just there's nothing else to put the camera on right now. As you can see, the sky is looking just ugly. They are a group formed in partnership between JYPE and Sony Music Japan. Okay, so they've got some marketing clout behind them. They're not going to be a group that's just an underground group. Like they're getting a heavy push, I'm guessing. Paul and I are also big fans of a group called 115. My beloved Sassy McGlasses is a member, and so is it Kano or Momoko? I can't believe I've forgotten already. But one of the girls who was an Avenger for Baby Metal, she's in the group as well. They are a J-pop group but with a K-pop vibe. Ah, okay, so the Japanese music industry is starting to wake up and pay attention. Interesting. One of the big criticisms of the music industry in Japan over the last 20 years is that almost all the songs are essentially the same over and over and over and over and over. And then K-pop has exploded in recent years, and they've seen the potential of the Japanese audience as something that they can infiltrate and be a part of. We have huge groups like Twice, the all-girl band from Korea, re-releasing old albums but with new Japanese lyrics, basically Japanese versions of their songs, and making an absolute fortune from it, because the Japanese public are like, this is new, this is fresh, this is a sound we don't have from our own artists. So K-pop is like huge in Japan, it's a big industry, and the Japanese music industry was very slow to catch on to why this was. They refused to believe that it was their fault, and thought it was just young kids on the internet. But if they are putting together a J-pop group with a K-pop vibe, then that sounds fantastic. It sounds like there might be actually positive change happening in the music industry. Let's have a look back in the chat again. So Paul's saying they formed through a survival show, Neezy Project. Neezy means rainbow. Neezy U are very much like Twice. Okay, that's just sold them then, because the Twice album that they did with the Japanese lyrics was absolutely fantastic. I love that album. I will not listen to the K-pop version. I'm kind of avoiding K-pop at the moment because I know it's very popular. I feel like I would be late to the party, and basically I don't want to be accused of being a poseur, as they say. But I started learning Japanese 18 months ago with the Japanese from Zero series of books, and they have a series of books called Korean from Zero, and I've actually got those books. So I'm thinking maybe once I've got my JLPT level 5, which I talked about the other day, when I've got the basic Japanese down, I think I might start doing a little bit of Korean as well. Right, someone's coming, so I'm going to flip the camera onto me. That's enough J talk, back to the T walk. Yeah, Michel's not a fan of the Japanese stuff, so what can you do? Oh yeah. K-pop is very focused on visuals. Spare no expense with music video production. That's very true. Michel, feel free to chime in with something that isn't Japanese if you want me to talk about something else, but I do what the audience says. Oh, there's more people coming. Let's put the camera back on. All the members are very talented though. Okay, so yeah, I definitely have to keep an eye out on the group. Oh, by the way, that road back there, that's down to the barn. That's where we went earlier. So right now we can flip the camera back. Other people, WTF? Yes, exactly, WTF. Why the face? Yeah, I don't know who all these people are. I think that they live in the there's a farm, you know, the crossroads where I was earlier. I think that they live there because that's the only dwelling in that direction. There are no local pubs really. There is one, but I don't think it's open, and it's not in the village. It's about 3 miles in the opposite direction from my current location, in a village of about 3 houses called Buffler's Holt. So yeah, I doubt they came from there. Wow, for those of you at home, the chat room is lighting up with people confused about why there's other human beings walking around. Right, I'm just gonna pause. Typing is hard when I'm walking, sorry. Oh, no problem, Michel. I forgot that you were there. I always think of Michel being at home with his iPad or something, and he's doing other things, but he's just listening in. I forget that when he's walking, it's yeah, difficult for him to talk. But yeah, has anyone got any suggestions for a topic to talk about tomorrow that isn't Japanese? Because I talk about Japan a lot, obviously that's my jam, but not everyone who's watching is interested in the slightest in that in that thing. So, is the pub called the World's End? I don't think so. I think it might be called the Green Man. I'm not sure. If you look up politics, no, I don't talk about politics. This is a politics-free zone, my friend. There is no. I basically have one firm rule about what not to talk about. Those are world affairs, politics, and religion. Because I have very few opinions on any of those things. But you can't say anything about those three things without someone screaming at you and saying that you're evil, boycotting you, and basically painting you out to be the worst person imaginable, because they have nothing better to do. And frankly, I'm 38 and it is not worth the headache. I don't want to be dealing with that. So yeah, The World's End movie reference. No, I understood it was a movie reference, but I was actually genuinely thinking, like, is there a pub called The World's End in this area? I know that they exist. So yeah, now you confused me now. Oh gosh, I'm getting out of breath. I don't know why I'm out of breath, because I've been walking on level land, but I'm definitely feeling tired. So yeah. Right, so here we come up to these gates. This is where we'll be turning tomorrow. So when we come out of the village over here, we'll be climbing these fences, which is probably not a good idea, because thinking about it, when I left that field the other day, it was purely because I didn't know how the hell to get out of there. But now I know that there's a gate there, I shouldn't really climb over it. So but hey, what can you do? What's the ears on the fence? It's one of these things. I'll show you how it works. So basically this drops down like that, and it's just like an extra lock that may have been opened by me the other day before I realised I had to climb over this thing. Basically, I have a thing with rust. I don't like touching rusty things, and that's the pin that opens the gate. So unless I come up here with it, which makes me look like a criminal, I will not be touching that thing. Yeah, locking mechanism, okay. So yeah, I think if you walk through here, we might even be able to see the barn from here. No, we can't. Okay. Right, final stretch, folks. We're going to head on down. We've dropped down to 2 viewers. That means either Michelle's gone, Paul has gone, or Tiggerable has gone, or everyone has gone, and I've got 2 new viewers. Either way, welcome to Toby Every Day. But yeah, I haven't begun to do it yet, but I'm going to start downloading from YouTube the video files from all of these live streams. I'm going to start putting together highlight reels. So I don't know if I'll do like a weekly highlight reel or a monthly highlight reel, but it would be great just to get a bit of a digest of the episodes, so that people can still 4 viewers. Twitch is acting up sometimes. Oh yeah, that's true. And Michelle says he's still here, so that's great. But yeah, we will what was I saying? Sorry. Curses, I've forgotten what I was talking about. I apologise. I was talking about the future. Oh yeah, the highlight videos. So yeah, I need to basically do that, but I have some videos to do. I've got a guy I follow on Twitter. He's a Japanese Kisby fan. His name is Milk with Tea. So Milk with Tea. He's in a band called Week 10, and he had he did a concert, and because the concert obviously can't take place in front of a live audience, they basically sold tickets for a web stream. So I bought tickets, and then I basically just did a screen record when his band was playing, and I managed to get all 6 songs of his set. So I basically need to get those off my phone, trim the starts and ends off each song, and then put the subtitles on each video. And then they've got some music videos. And I promised that basically a few days before Hina passed away. So understandably I've not gotten around to doing those yet, but those are my priority, and then as soon as that's done I will do the highlight video. So if anyone has anything that they want to plug, I was thinking of maybe doing like little adverts in between the highlight videos as well. So Tiggerable, for example, has a Lego store online, so maybe I'll drop a link for that or something, but we'll see. Right, the wind is really annoying me because yeah, hopefully I'll get this job soon, and then the first thing I'm going to buy is a lav mic and a dead cat to go over it and stop the wind. Oh, my feet are definitely killing me. Wind is centering a lot. Okay, in that case then we're probably going to have to do this quiet for at least until I get into the houses, because then the wind is broken up. Yeah, at the moment it's either I do the streams and you guys endure the bad sound, or I don't do the streams and that means I don't go for a walk, because okay, I'm hoping that's sheep, but there was a really horrible sound coming out of the field just then. They got those small dead cats for over your phone, like a small sock, it might help. Can you shield your mic from the wind? The mic is the built-in mic that's on the phone, and the problem is if I cover it, because the entire phone is basically my screen, I'm always concerned that the chat window or the camera or any other part of the phone will be affected by covering it with a dead cat. So yeah, I need to look into it, I really do. When I get in, I'm gonna hopefully, oh no I can't, I was gonna say I was gonna do my kanji lesson, but I can't do that. So yeah, I'll get in bed and I'll do some research. I'm on it, guys. Right, there we go, we're surrounded by trees now, so now the wind has died down again. And just as well because the sky is now getting so dark that it's almost night time again. I can barely see these trees that are walking up to, but you guys can see it better because the camera is good in near dark conditions. Right, let's go in here. Oh my god, I actually cannot wait to get home. My feet are legitimately killing me, but that's because we did quite a bit of walking today. We started off, we didn't go down the dirt track to my house like we normally do. We actually started off by going over to the sheep fields near me around the back, and the sheep were kind of close, but they're still not in the paddock where I'll be able to actually shove a camera in their face. Then we walked up to the barn. We went behind the barn, over the fields and onto the main road. Here's the big house with all the lights, which always looks pretty. And yeah, we've just now walked, so let me do a quick step check. We've done almost 5,000 steps. Take it slow, I will, sir. Will, ma'am, sorry. I can't even tell who's talking in the text. I know orange means Michelle. 1 hour and 8 minutes. Tiggerable is green. Suzuka Mo, Yui Mo is pink. So Paul is pink. Eshe is green and Michelle is orange. Right, I need to remember that because when I get to this point, like when I start feeling tired, like my arm starts trembling. I don't know why this is. It's not like the gimbal is heavy, but trying to read the chat while walking, it makes the numbers a little bit vibraty and they just kind of blend into each other, so I can't really read the text in the chat when I'm walking. So here's the nice houses. Pinky promise, yes. That's the @15 group. I will use the power of Sassy McGlasses to get me through. Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god, my legs feel like lead. Oh, I don't know why I'm struggling all of a sudden. This is really bad. When I was leaving, I felt really heavy in my stomach, and now I feel like my legs are, they're like jelly. Paul's saying I'm struggling. Yeah, struggling and then some. Jeez. Oh, even the power of Soyo isn't helping. on guys, I can do this. This is the big hill that when you tuned in last night, Paul, this was all pitch black because it was night time. It was absolutely dead of night by the time we got home. Let's have a little look at the water feature, because I know that a couple of you weren't watching earlier, but if you can see it in the dark, today they've replaced the headstone on the water feature, so it's slowly coming together now. I think another day or so and that will be finished. Right, let's get back on the walk. I'm going to stop for just a minute. Give me a sec, guys. I can really feel it in my lower back as well, which is not good, because the second my back goes, if my slip disc goes, like, it gets so bad that I can actually be paralysed for a day or two. It hasn't done that in years, but it's very distressing when it does. Right, let's go. Right, that glowing light there, that's the lights to the rectory where the village vicar lives, and that's where our end goal is, because I live pretty much opposite the church, which is right next to the rectory. Or saying, I can't even see the chat. Wow, don't hurt yourself, man. Listen to your body. I will. Maybe take a day off tomorrow. Yeah, that might be a good idea. I'm not sure what I'll do for shows where I'm not walking. I mean, I suppose I could stream from my bedroom, but then what do I do when I'm streaming from my bedroom? Paul is saying rest is also important. Yep, I completely agree with that. Maybe I'll set it up so you can watch me play something on my Nintendo, or Donkey Kong Country is now on the virtual console, so maybe I can play that and see if I remember all the secrets are. The other thing I was going to do was begin to break up and part out all my Lego models. So maybe I could do that and just hang out with you guys while I do that. Right, we're almost at the top of the hill. This is great. I am actually feeling a second wind. I'm going to push. We're going to go to the California Redwood, the Manor House, and the church, because we missed out on those yesterday. Here's the rectory. It's a gorgeous house. Right, almost there. Come on, Hagen, you've got this. Sounds both like a good idea. Great. In that case then, we'll see how I feel tomorrow. So yeah, this is the side road. This goes off into my house, which we'll get to in a minute. First we're gonna check out the 200-year-old California redwood tree, which is the traditional finish line of every walk we've done on the show, apart from last night's when it was so dark you couldn't see anything. Here it is, looking magnificent against the sky, which is starting to look like it's brightening up a little bit. Here's the manor house. So I live in the grounds of this place. I live in the old barn. Right, my watch is buzzing, which means I've done twice my goal for steps. So it says 5,296 steps, so that's not bad. Here's the old church. As I've said many times before, I'm not religious, but I do like churches. I think they're just awesome looking buildings. Just the energy that comes off of these things, the lives that have passed through its doors, the things that the walls have seen over the passages of time. I think this church is hundreds of years old, so there's a lot of karma imbued within its bricks and stones. So here's the trail to my house, so we're gonna walk up here. Oh, I can feel every stone under my feet, and when your feet feels bruised, it's very much an ouch. I think the motion sensor light is going to click on in a second. There we go. And then in here, normally we can see bats flying around, but I don't think they're coming out to play today, unfortunately. Right. That's round the corner. Into the courtyard. So straight ahead, that beige building, that's the side of the manor house. This used to be the old laundry house. And these were the stables, but this is now where I live. Oh, we made it, guys. I can't believe it. As you can see, the ground is very uneven and treacherous. So I always have to walk carefully here. I also have to keep the volume down a bit because I don't want to disturb my neighbours or my mother as I come home. But yeah, here we are, number 1. We made it home. And the outdoors clock says it is now 9:25, so not bad at all. Good job, Toby. And now feet up, rest, and a nice cup of tea. Sleep well. Thank you very much, Tiggerable. Right, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much for joining me. My mum is looking at stuff on YouTube. I can see through the window. I'm not sure what she's doing. I think it looks like she's obsessed with watching like Russian dashboard cam like car crash videos. I don't know why, but if that's what gives her a smile at the end of the night, then I'm happy for her. So yeah, that's the end of the show. Paul, see you. Thank you, Tiggerable. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Paul. I love you guys. And hopefully I'll see you tomorrow when I've decided what I'm doing, if I'm walking or if I'm going to be just sitting here on the indoors talking nonsense. But yeah, as always, I really appreciate you guys. So thank you very much. And I need to come up with a catchphrase. So the show is called Toby Every Day, so maybe I should come up and say, I'll see you tomorrow another day, or something like that. I don't know. You know how like Truman Show, he's always saying, in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. I need something like that. So yeah, let me know in the chat if you've got something, some ideas for me. But yeah, I'm going to say good night. And as Baby Met always say, see you.